all for coming this morning, and I welcome you also for being able to get here to the ministry. There's just a few things that I want to focus on in this press conference. And firstly, I think this past week you will have seen that there's been a lot of emphasis on NCDs. Some of you might have been up at the FNU earlier, where His Excellency the President, who is our chief advocate for NCDs, has been visiting the CWM this week to talk to the staff there, and he has also been visiting the students up at the FNU, the future staff that we have in the medical fraternity, to talk to them about the importance of NCDs. And for us here at the ministry, we will constantly make this call to all Fijians and to all communities and to all NGOs and even to the media to continue with the good work that you have been doing in trying to promote and try to get our public to understand about the importance of NCDs and what they need to be able to do to try to address this. We, as a country, need to unite in our attempt to try to address this growing scourge of the NCDs. So for you, the members of the media, I hope that we will continue to work in partnership. And I'm glad to see that some of the newspapers are allocating space. Some of you are providing space for people to come and speak about NCDs. We must continue to advocate about NCDs so people can make a change in their lives, because it's a threat to us. It's a threat for today, and it's a threat that threatens our tomorrows for all the people that follow behind us. And it's not only that, NCDs also create a lot of tension. They create financial hardship, and they ultimately, in this country, they will have an impact on the quality of our labor force. If we have a sickly labor force, it's going to affect our growth. And you know, over the past few years, Fiji has enjoyed consecutive levels of growth, a kind of which we have not seen. I think only one time since independence we've had this kind of growth. So it's absolutely critical that we maintain the health of our population. So NCDs absolutely threatens that. The most important issue that I wanted to handle with you, the media, today, is that over the past few weeks, there has been a perception created by various parties that have talked, and also in the press, that there is a crisis in health because of the deaths. The perception is that the deaths of babies have been increasing. There have been matters raised in Parliament. There have also been matters raised in social media about this. And this is something that I want to address today. I want to address this particular issue. The perception that there is a health crisis in terms of more babies that are being born are dying. That is something that I want to address. I want, first of all, to assure everybody that it is always the intent of this ministry, the Ministry of Health, to always provide the very best of service. To provide the very best of service to all of our people. Every single patient, every single time they come to our facilities, they have the right to expect that they will be served to the very best of our ability within the resources that we have, because the resources that we have is limited. This has been the policy that I've discussed with the Acting Permanent Secretary, and he will have to discuss and make sure that it's implemented right across the ministry. The people of Fiji have the right to expect that they will be treated courteously and with respect every time they come to the Ministry of Health, every single time they have that. And it is the job of the workers in this ministry to deliver that kind of service. They are here to serve the people of Fiji. As minister, I always applaud the efforts of our doctors and nurses. They often work in very challenging conditions, challenging situations. They work long hours. Many times they do not have everything that they need, and that is something that we will continue to address, to try to make sure that they have the kind of things that they need. However, all workers must deliver, all workers in the Ministry of Health, they must deliver the very best of service. And I expect that this will be provided. We will take action where necessary to make sure that this happens. We will take action on those who do not deliver the kind of service we expect. This is the important questions. This is the important question I'm coming up now. Are there more babies dying in Fiji now than in the past? Is this true? What does the data really show? If we look at all the data that has come up, I want to assure the public and the media today that the data, when you look at all the statistics that we have, the data is showing that Fiji has reduced the number of deaths in children less than 5 years of age from 27.8 per 1,000 live births in 1990 to 16.6 per 1,000 live births in 2015.
So continuously from 1990 to 2015, the number of children under the age of 5 who have died has continued to reduce per thousand, right? So that is showing that we are able to look after these children much better. It shows that there has been a reduction of around 40% from 1990 for children under the age of 5 years of age. That is a positive sign overall. That is a positive sign, and that there have been improvements made over these past 15 years. I, as Minister, commit to make sure that these improvements continue to happen. And as Minister, working with the Acting Company Secretary, we will make sure that all the workers in the Ministry of Health make sure that they're able to continue that improvement, because that is their role. In terms of maternal mortality is mothers who are giving birth and passing away. One of the sad things in the world that there is no country in the world that has been able to achieve zero maternal mortality. There are still mothers, unfortunately, when they go to give birth, there are still mothers who die. And this happens in all countries in the world, developed and undeveloped. But Fiji has also made progress in reducing pregnancy-related deaths of women from between 1990 and 2015. The figures that we have shows that this has reduced from 34.7 to 30.9, and as a country we also continue to improve. And government once again is committed to continue that particular improvement. I have a graph here. I don't know whether you'll be able to show it or so. I'll show you this graph from 2009. This is the graph for perinatal mortality. Perinatal is the ones who are stillborn, that are already passed away in their mother's womb, and those who pass away in the first 7 days of their life. Early perinatal. If you look at this graph, it shows the number of babies on this side and the years from this side, from 2009 to 2015. You can see that from 2009 to 2010, there was a slight increase. But ever since, from that time until 2015, there has been a decrease. Here it's plateauing a bit, but we're able to maintain it. There's a perception created in Fiji that this rate is actually going up. The graph shows that that is not happening. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So there, the perception that there is a crisis in terms of more babies dying is a false perception. The data shows when you look at the overall of all the babies that are born, there's not been a spike in the number of deaths. There's a flattening out here. This is something that we are trying to address. We will try to make sure that these graphs continue. So that's something we need to reassure the public about. There has not been a spike in perinatal deaths. You get my drift. You understand what I'm talking about. That's that graph. When we also look at maternal mortality, this is the mothers who pass away while giving birth. To do maternal mortality, then look at the rolling average of every 5 years. If you look at the rolling average of every 5 years, this is what the graph is telling us from 1967 to 1971. From there, coming up to around 1977 to 81, and up here to 2000, 1908 to 2002, and then you have 2008 to 2007, 2008 to 2012, and 2012 to 2015. So immediately from around 2008 to 2012, the graph is going down like that. Can you see that also? So once again, I'd like to reassure the public, in terms of the overall data, maternal mortality has declined overall. It's plateauing out a bit. It's plateauing, it's flattening, but we will continue to focus on trying to improve that. That's a very important point, because we don't want a false perception to be created for mothers to feel that more babies are dying in hospitals. Does this mean that there are no complaints? No, there are still complaints. Because obviously, even if your rate is going down, there will still be anomalies. Sometimes there are mothers who come, there's something happens in the hospital that they're not happy about, and they complain, and they have the right to complain. All the citizens in this country have the right to raise their concerns. But I can assure the public that every single complaint is dealt with. It is investigated. We have family conferences where we meet the family. The grieving mothers meet our clinicians, our doctors, and our assistant minister is also heavily involved in these family conferences to try to get to the bottom of this. We make every effort to get to the bottom of each and every complaint, and action is taken constantly to improve the service. The data shows that hospitals are not getting any unsafer. The data shows that neonatal mortality is improving. The data shows that maternal mortality continues to improve overall. That's a very important message that we need to reassure the public about. The vast majority of people who fill out our customer service forms are satisfied with the health service, but there are always anomalies, and it is our focus to continue to improve on those anomalies. We will continue to try to make sure that the numbers that are passing away in our hospitals continues to decline over time. We have now started the civil service reform in government and in the ministry. We have instituted the open merit recruitment. That means that only the people that we appoint into our positions are the ones that are seen to have the competencies for the job. We're not choosing on any other process. That means that we will get a better caliber of workers in the Ministry of Health who are chosen on their ability to deliver the service that is required from them. This will guarantee the vision of the Fiji government, whereby we have a caring and compassionate civil service. We expect that every single worker in the Ministry of Health and Medical Services will abide by the values of this ministry. And those values are: make sure that we have equity, we treat everybody equally, we have respect for human dignity, they must always show that, they are responsive to customers, they have integrity, and what's the other one? They have a strong customer focus. We expect all our workers to be like that in the Ministry of Health and Medical Services. As I've already mentioned, all new recruitment to health will be channeled through a process to make sure that we have a good working ethos and attitude amongst all the people in our ministry. My advice to parents is to be very responsible for the health of your children and to nurture them well. If you are given any advice about your children in terms of their health, make sure that you follow it, because that advice is always given in the best interest. And if anybody has any questions about their children, they can ask any health facility, they can approach any of our health professionals. Don't fear asking our health practitioners about the health of your children or your families. That is your right, and we will do what we can with the means to address the concerns. It is very important also not to indulge in wrong information, as it will stir up unnecessary fears and wrong perceptions in our people. The information highways are it's very easy to spread false information. This does not benefit anyone, and we should walk away from it. There are always complaints that we receive in this ministry, and we will still get complaints, but our focus is constantly to make sure that we improve the level of service we provide. That's the most important thing that I wanted to talk to you about this false perception that more babies are dying. More babies are not dying. The data does not show that. Yes, there are still anomalies. But we feel very greatly every time a grieving mother talks about a baby passing away. As a father and as a grandfather, a lot of us feel that pain. And we want to make sure that we can try to address that. The last issue that I want to talk to you about, members of the media and the public in general, is that we have a very good opportunity that is coming available in the month of August. Working in partnership with the government of India and our partners in Sayadri, we've been able to source from India a group of specialist doctors, real specialist experts in their area, and they will be conducting free screening around Fiji. These are specialists that are very hard to come by, people who have gone through years and years of training and have a lot of experience in their different fields. They are coming to Fiji. They'll be starting with screening exercises at Nosuri, then they'll move around various parts of the country. We'll be able to give you the schedule later on. Members of the public are invited to turn up for these screening programs. We have specialists in 3 different areas that are part of this screening program. We have a cardiologist, and you know that in this country, most people are dying from heart-related matters. Obviously, a specialist, a super specialist in this area will be able to screen people. He will be able to identify the kind of people that need more assistance. So those of you that feel that they might have a heart-related problem, they should make sure that they can turn up at these screening programs that commence from Nosuri. So we have Dr. Anuj, who is a very experienced and well-educated cardiologist. He will be amongst the team. We also have an orthopedic. Orthopedic is a bone person, very, very specialized. Specializes in hand surgery, microvascular surgery, all kinds of specialities that is worked around the world. This person will also be part of the screening team. So people that have issues with their bones and joints and so forth, they can also turn up to be screened. And they can be given the advice on how they can get better. And the last one, something that's very important in our country, is oncology, cancer. We have a cancer specialist, a person who specializes in breast cancers, pap smears, for diagnosis of cervical cancer, and those kinds of things. So we're hoping that the public will come forth in great numbers to attend these things. And I hope, the assistance of the media, that you will also promote these events. Sunil, our media liaison officer, will be able to give you more information later on where the events are taking place, and we look to you to be able to promote this. We're not only having a screening medically, but we are also having cultural events. The Indian government has kindly sponsored people who will also come and provide cultural concerts around the country. These will be taking place in places like Suva, Ba, Lautoka, and Lambasa. These events will be taking place. So we're having the screening, and we're also having a cultural events where people will display some of the cultures of India. And that is also a reflection of the diverse cultures we have here in Fiji. So I'm hoping that all the members of the media that are here will help us in promoting these two issues that are coming up. The free screening, some kind of screening from specialists that you don't get very easily. It's not very easy to get this kind of specialists here, and also the opportunity to participate in the cultural events that will be taking place. The ministry joined hands for this medical screening and the cultural program in the month of August, and this is in line with the commitment of government to bring services closer to people so that no one is left behind. And the cultural program will help reflect the rich diversity of our nation. So that's all I'm going to say, and thank you for coming this morning.